Was it murder or suicide? That is the question after 27 years as a cold case murder trial gets underway in St. Paul.
And one of the witnesses taking the stand, former police chief Bill Finney, friend of both the victim and suspect. The case was originally reopened after a Fox 9 News investigation 6 years ago. Tom Lydon broke the story then, and he joins us with the latest from the Ramsey County Courthouse. Tom?
Well, I can tell you under orders from the judge, neither side nor the witnesses are talking in this case. But I also can tell you that the family of Barbara Winn, the victim, are absolutely relieved that this day has finally arrived. And while the prosecution is painting that this is a choice for the jury between murder or suicide, today defense attorney Earl Gray offered another option, that perhaps it was an accidental death as the couple was struggling over the gun.
It's a day of reckoning.
After 27 years, a cold case comes back to life in the courtroom. Aaron Foster, here in the tan suit, is on trial for the murder of Barbara Winn, his on-again, off-again live-in girlfriend. The first witness, Winn's grown son, Tyrone, who was just 12 years old when his mother was killed. It was May 7th, 1981. After getting into a fight at a St. Paul bar called the Tipsy Tiger, Winn was kicking Foster out of her Maplewood townhome. Winn's 3 young children awoke to a loud argument, then a gunshot. Winn was shot in the chest. As her children came running into the room, Foster comes running out, saying Winn shot herself. Foster calls 911, but then leaves the kids, drives away from the home, ditching the .38 Special in a nearby field. Foster comes back. When police arrive, they find Winn dead, signs of a struggle, and a card that said, "Love will keep us together." Also taking the stand today, former St. Paul Police Chief Bill Finney, a close friend of the couple, who says 6 months earlier, while off duty, he saw Foster slap Winn across the face and warned Foster then he'd arrest him if he did it again. After Winn's death, Finney, then a sergeant, showed up at the medical examiner's office. In disbelief, he says that one friend was dead, another arrested for murder. But Foster was never charged with the crime until a grand jury indicted him just last year. Maplewood police have since lost all the physical evidence in this case, and memories of all the witnesses have faded. 27 years later, this case may be brought back to life, but it won't be any easier to prosecute. And even after all this time, there's some evidence that the jury will not get to hear. They will not get to hear about a Dear John letter that Barbara Winn had left on the dresser for Aaron Foster, the judge ruling that it was taken improperly. They won't hear about a series of abusive relationships that Aaron Foster had with other women. At the end, this may be a very short trial. Defense attorney Earl Gray says he's not expecting to call any other witnesses. His position seems to be if they couldn't charge this murder case 27 years ago, they shouldn't be able to get a conviction today. Live in St. Paul, Tom Lydon, Fox 9 News.